What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. The final episode. Demon Slayer Season 2. Looks like we got a good 30 minutes here. I was told it was going to be 45 minutes, but I guess we're trimming off some things. Hopefully I'm not missing any of the episode. Um, Last episode, I saw widely regarded as one of the best, if not the best, from an animation art style standpoint. 10 out of 10, one of the best animated episodes ever all time. I haven't seen many anime, so I don't have like tons and tons to compare to, but it's definitely up there. That's one thing that like I say it all the time. I don't think Demon Slayer is the best thing ever. If we're talking from just this season alone and last season, from a story, logistics, how written standpoint, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's nothing, no story you haven't seen or concept you haven't, all that type of stuff. And head scratching moments and all those type of things. I give it a 6.5, 7. But, and this is every episode, and especially when they go all out, it's 10 out of 10 animation. So, if you can have that animation, like, you never falter, not just, some of those studios that, like, the animation is almost unwatchable, but, like, they get up for when it's, like, hype moments and do their best. Like, Demon Slayer keeps it across the board, whether it's slice of life or a hype episode like last episode. They never falter on that. And last episode was a prime example. So the season 2 is going to wrap up here. I'm told that the manga is finished, correct? So I think I've been told we have enough material for maybe another season and a half, 2 seasons, anime-wise, depending how they choose to adapt it. If you guys know any different, if you've already heard, like, hey, there's only going to be 1 more, 2 more, feel free to let me in on that info. The guys are beat to hell and back. Speaking of, like, logistic things, I don't know how, and I've been saying this, Tanjiro is even... I mean, we saw it at the end of last episode, and I'm sure it's going to be something where we don't see him working out for, like, X amount of months, because he's really got to recover from that damaging fight, but I want to see the consequences in fight. Again, how Zenitsu was able to thunderclap that girl, and they were keeping going with that momentum. It looked like they were going to the other side of the planet. But somehow Inosuke was able to catch them while moving his internal organs to not get stabbed in the heart. And as they slice her head, even though Zenitsu is taking her a different distance, her head and the brother's head still somehow end up rolling in the... I don't know. I don't know if his body... Did they fully defeat him? Is there some like Donzo, Pito, my body's acting on its own even after I'm dead type thing? I have absolutely no idea. Maybe it's just one final gasp, but we really did defeat them. But then it's like, what are we going to do for 30 minutes? I'm curious, but it is an entire season wrap-up, so we will see. If I had to put my money on it, all 3 of the boys will make it, all 3 of his wives will make it, but I do not see Tengen surviving, and that'll be 2 major arcs back-to-back where we lose 2 Hashiras. I'm curious moving forward if we will ever see a Hashira completely just wipe the floor with an upper moon. Just to show that just power scale gap. I'm curious if we will get that. We shall see. Let's go ahead and do it. Highlighted reaction you're seeing here. Full-length reaction will be on Patreon. Last episode of the season, Season 2 Demon Slayer. We're pressing play on the episode right now. And we're going to talk about the flame, like, taking shape on his head. Like, not just a mark, but it turning into an actual flame. How he knows the ability, because I know his dad danced in front of him and maybe taught, and, like, he's remembering those dances as, like, flame-breathing techniques, but he didn't ever really, like, learn those techniques. So where he's pulling them from, if it's just memory, if it's something that's passed down that he just innately knows, but it's never been explained to me as a viewer, so I don't know what I'm seeing when he's whipping out these flame attacks, but we've seen him, like, grind the water attacks. But I've never seen him train for the flame other than what he's seen his father do in flashbacks of dances. I don't know. He's got those Deku fingers going on, though. He was poisoned! He was poisoned. How is he able to move from that poison? Look at this piggyback ride. Looks like his alter ego. His alter ego has snapped out of it. I thought he moved around his organs. And he trained on the mountainside, so poison doesn't affect him, he said. How the hell are we bypassing this poisonous Tanjiro? He got poisoned. I guess his story about me growing up on the side of the mountains didn't actually mean anything, because he is poisoned. Air in there. Is she burning? Oh, what? Huh? I guess that's how the poison... That's how the poison got out of Tanjiro. I'm guessing... Can she do the same to him? Can she do the same to Tengen? I'm guessing... Nezuko's blood demon art has the ability to neutralize and or cancel out other blood demon arts. You'd think that would be her blood demon art. But she also has the ability to straight up burn things, so it looks like it's like unique to her. Her blood demon art has the ability to cancel or neutralize other people's blood demon arts. But it's curious that like the poison already took its effect, so it's affecting his body in a way. But I don't know. You guys are smarter than me. You'll be able to let me know. She burned away the poison. I'm gonna spank you. Burned away the poison. Not that I'm really sure how it works. Come on, you know we need explanations as viewers. It is also confusing. Crazy. As far as other injuries. Oh, there's the cat. Give it to the cat so she can take it. Because, like, she can't heal his fingers from damage. So I don't know if she has the ability to cancel other blood demon arts, or if this is just unique to poison that she can burn. I'm gonna just take it as it's just a one thing that works with poison, and that's their way to get around this in the moment. Because I'm pretty sure if she's not able to do that... Inosuke dies. Like, dies. 100%. Well, life would have been different, he said. I wonder which one of them became a demon for. He doesn't want them to. He doesn't want them to go out like this. Yeah, Tanjiro doesn't want them to go out like that. Yeah. I wonder which one of them became a demon first, and like how both of them ended up becoming demons. I guess we'll never know, but. Better be careful before he bites your hand and fully reses his body back. Oh, so she was basically sold into prostitution and lashed out and got her ass burned to death. But she's still alive. That samurai just show up? Jesus Christ. Did he just do that as a human? He just killed that old bitch as a human? Good God. He's still in human form? His sister's still over there roasted. Woo! Alright, if I'm Muzan and I see this... Hey, I'll take it. But what are the chances Muzan... I don't know where he wanders off to. So it wasn't Muzan that stumbled upon them. I think he just killed one of the girls in one of the houses. Is this still a current upper moon right here? I'm curious. So it wasn't Muzan that turned them and gave him the... It said if Muzan chooses you or thinks you're worthy, so what? The upper moon gave him some blood, which is essentially the closest to Muzan blood you're gonna get, and then does Muzan come and decide to give more to save them? Or turn them? I don't know the specifics on that. They'll both go to the light together and have their ending. Even the worst of demons get the best of endings. That voice actress is killing it, though. Turn your ass around and go to the light. Oh, he's not. They're walking through the flames to be reborn? Oh, you can see the silhouette he turned back into the little brother. Well, they did it. I think realistically here, if not for Nezuko's whatever burning out the poison, it takes 4 of us. And we lose a Hashira, and we lose Inosuke here, by the way. Snake Boy, yeah. Hey, you showed up a little late here, buddy. We could have used some help. I mean, he's done. He's done. Tengen's done. Still the best shot of the whole episode. Like it looks like he's riding a horse. He's over here spitting up blood and shit. Like, relax. They finally got one. What is it that's taking over him? Can Nezuko come do some shit about this? Because this looks like poison or something spreading on him. Ah, dude that took out Rengoku. Are we gonna get to see the... So that guy that gave Daki the blood, is he an upper moon that we're gonna see here? So they're never summoned unless there's death. I cannot believe he's alive, but Rengoku is not. Good God. If anything, I would have swapped. If I was to bet money, like seeing how the two fights are building up, I would have said Rengoku would have survived. I was 1000% positive he was dead from the poison alone, let alone the injuries he sustained. Hey, they made it. Took all that for the lowest of the lowest ranked Hashiras, by the way. I mean, lowest of the lowest upper moons. Jesus. Alright, let's go ahead and scroll through here, see if we have any after credit. There's got to be something that caps us into season 3, right? No, I think that's just going to be straight up it. Unless I'm missing something. I was told it was 45 minutes. Where I usually watch my episodes, I'm only getting a 32-minute runtime, so I don't know if I'm missing 10 minutes somewhere or what. The End, Demon Slayer, Entertainment District Arc. So that ends up being it. So shockingly, I'm shocked that Tengen survives. The man straight up survives. So let's... I mean, that episode was purely just, the two siblings. Majority of that, I'd say 80% of the episode was just dedicated to them, their backstory, how we came to be. That's why I was curious. I thought they weren't gonna actually be defeated, just because I'm trying to think to myself, okay, 45-minute runtime episode, you gotta have something in there. I thought there was gonna be a little bit more action, but no, they dedicated 80% of that thing to their flashback. So we saw that. It was cool and all. I mean, I don't feel there hasn't been a flashback that I felt for yet because it's hard to introduce somebody so like bad and evil and then go back and try to show us maybe how they came to a certain point. Like when you introduce me somebody, it'd be different in reverse. If you showed us that backstory first and then them becoming demons, then I was like, okay, maybe I can side with you and see what you've been going through. But you're just showing me all the bad, then trying to like wipe it clean when you show me like why I should be sympathetic. You've already shown me the worst of the worst. It's hard to just erase that from my memory. Absolutely shocked they survived. Can't believe it. Can't believe Tengen survives. Absolutely shocked he survived. He said he's going to retire. So essentially that leaves 2 Hashira spots open. Tengen is under the impression that he feels Tanjiro is well on his way to being there, to be one of those replacements. All the boys are fine. I'm sure in the first couple episodes of season 3 they'll address, you guys can't push to that limit again. If you do that again, it's going to be bad. But they just take a seat for a little bit, don't do any training, but I don't think there's going to be any lasting effects from this battle. I think they'll just probably get a scolding, and they'll go on about their day. Now, the master said, the stain you've put on my family. I don't know how they're related simply because Muzan is hundreds and hundreds of years and I think hundreds of years older, but he's had a run-in with Tanjiro's dad that it makes me think like, was Muzan's origin the same time around 20, 30, 40-year-old Tanjiro's father? Or does Muzan predate that by a lot? I'm not sure. But the master said that's the first time in 100 years, so I figure maybe Muzan's been around well longer than the master and Tanjiro's dad. He just happened to run into Tanjiro's dad around that time. So I don't know what the correlation between, he said, what you've put on my family. Is he an ancestor of the headmaster's family? I don't know the correlation between them, if they're even related at all. But he is on the edge of his deathbed. I don't know if that's, clearly that's not poison that's taking years to activate. I'm guessing that's just some kind of disease. I don't think Nezuko is going to be able to burn that out. I'm curious when the other boy ends up coming into the fold, to the story, to kind of make 4 of us, honestly. The other kid that like had the Bakugo voice actor that was like about to rip that little girl's head off when they were getting their swords chosen and stuff. And then we saw him, I think it was at the end of the season, where he had like tripled in size, and he was training under, was it the Rock guy? I think he was training under. I'm curious where he kind of falls into it, because I'm sure we're going to get introduced to all the Hashira, but where he kind of lays, is he stronger than our 3 main characters? Is he about the same? Is he about to be next Hashira in line? Not quite sure, but I think that's about it, because the majority of the episode was dedicated to the 2 demons and their backstory. We see the effects, Tanjiro is saying he's tapped, the other boys are tapped. I guess biggest question mark of the episode is, what the hell was Nezuko able to do? What was that? Tanjiro straight up said, even I don't know what's going on or how it works, but he just basically said, I think she's just burning away the poison. I thought it was something specific with her technique going against other blood demons, that she had like a neutralizing effect, but it didn't get explained that way. Maybe it will. So we got Nezuko saving, she saved 2 lives there. They both definitely die. Backstory on the demons, the Muzan connection. We did see that other upper moon. That was the other moment there. So can an upper moon turn other people into demons? I don't think so. I think it's been stated like it's just Muzan that has to do it. But the upper moons have the most Muzan blood, so maybe if you're about to die and I'm an upper moon, I can give you some of my blood. It'll prolong your life. And then what? Do I need to come tell Muzan, like, hey, I gave some people my blood over here, if you want to check out and see if they're worthy of becoming, or if they're able to take in the blood, survive, and transform, they're just, I don't know the connection on that, but we did see another upper moon. I'm guessing he's still going to be alive. Tengen essentially retiring. Nezuko healing the squad, the headmaster's comment about like the horrors you put on my family, and I guess that's about it. I'm curious what you guys thought of the episode, just the arc as a whole, the season as a whole. I preferred um this arc over the train, but I preferred the Rengoku and Upper Moon matchup over this 3v1, 3v2 matchup that we had. Maybe that's just me. Even though this one went on for much, much longer. I don't know, something about that one I just preferred. And we've already seen that upper three in action. So there's still, we don't know how, there's still two above him, but it could be another pair kind of thing. And did we get an explanation on how did those two work as a one? Was he physically living inside her? I don't know. You guys can explain all that to me. That'll be it for Demon Slayer. And of course, when season 3 rolls around, we will be here for it. We'll go ahead and leave it there. Again, highlight reaction here, full-length reaction on Patreon. I appreciate it, everybody. Any interaction is always appreciated. Like, share, favorite, subscribe as always.